I started to read books about it and listen to YouTube podcasts about it from Islamic perspective, from modern astronomy perspective, Vedic perspective, from ancient perspective. It didn't help. Where are we? Who are we? If you look for the center of the universe, where is it? Anywhere you pick has to be the center. If it's the infinite universe, any point you pick might as well be the center. It means we have to be for ourselves center. And for each one of us, it's important where we are spiritually, even earth and sun and moon, all of it revolves around the one who's asking the question, who am I? Where am I? What worlds are going to be higher? What worlds are going to be lower? All depending on ourselves, in relation to ourselves. If Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala opens a wider vision, we should say something different. Some awliya, they experienced kashif, unveilings, a moment of breakthrough, understanding or vision, to the point where they thought they had dissolved into Allah's power oceans. I think they were out. It's impossible. It's only for witnessing from our point of view. Shaykh Abdul Haqq said, Watu shuhud, oneness of witnessing. Seeing a vision like that, it still comes back to the seer. How to grasp all of the possibilities for Allah. How? Whenever you try to bundle it, always more. Forgot this, you forgot this. How I forgot that, I didn't even know about it. There's much more you didn't know about also. How you didn't include that? Greatness, absolute. We're so weak. We're so weak. We came from somewhere. We were given an identity by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He said, I was a hidden treasure who wanted to be known. I created my creation so they may know me. Even Shaykh Nazim said one time, Grand Shaykh got in trouble for this statement, but he said, for whom is Allah, Allah? The ulama got very angry with that one. Hashem said his brother wrote that down and published it someplace, and they called him in for questioning. The ulama didn't. For whom is Allah, Allah? For his servants. Oh, already. Allah is not in need to be Allah to himself. That would make him in need for something. He's not in need for anything. Samad. Allah is Samad. What's the Samad? Not in need for anything. Any definition of Allah that makes him to be in need, not suitable. It's great. Even Imam Hujjatul Islam, Imam Abu Hamid al-Ghazali, They call him the proof of Islam, Hujjatul Islam. They said if Quran and Sunnah were lost, you still had Yahoo Luminine, you'd be okay. He said something which shocked also scholars. They say the scholars are for Awliya as the rejectors were for prophets in past times. Heavy for them because they never understand their limit. Everyone thinks I understand everything. Used to joke, everyone is jealous of the other one, except for one thing. Everyone thinks, SubhanAllah, I got the best brain, and everyone else got nothing. Everyone likes their own thinking. You could be alim, you could be scholar, you could be mufti, you could be cardinal or bishop or I don't know, rabbi, shaman or priest or what you want to be. You don't know everything. You only know what Allah made you to know. Imam Ghazali, Allah bless him, he said, this is the best world. Allah gave, he didn't hold anything back. This is the best that can be, the best world. If Allah held anything back, he would be bukhul, stingy. It doesn't fit his greatness. He gave everything. It means we didn't appreciate it. He gave everything. We're not discovering it. We're not finding it. When we find so many things wrong, we're angry all day. There's a TV show I like. They canceled it after 2 seasons. I was looking for the next one. It's not there. People from Earth. There was a spaceship with 4 or 5 aliens. Their job was to subvert and take over the Earth. And one guy had to run the ship. None of his equipment worked, none of anything. He was always angry. Tried to pick up a car with the tractor beam fell down. Said insert a new cartridge in the printer. He's 2 feet tall, he's an alien, and the printer's on the top shelf. Ink is on the top shelf. I'm angry for everything, but we don't see that this is the best world. Allah made everything perfect. We don't see. Shaykh Nasim said to me, if you could see how perfectly everything is arranged, you're stunned. La tabdila li khalqillah, says Quran. Don't. You can't improve on the creation of Allah. They're trying to go more, to be like Fir'aun or Nimrod or different tyrants, to be like Allah, to be Allah, Ilah, to improve. They're not happy with what Allah created, to be men and women, to be our brain the way it is, our bodies the way they are. No, they want to improve it, to improve our DNA, our structure. They're going to wind up creating monsters. Allah made it perfect. They should have used their efforts to uncover, to learn about the perfection that's there. I'm saying this to myself. Always coming to complain. So we landed on Earth. Adam, and then his wife, Hawa, Sidna Hawa, and then all his zuriyat, his sons and daughters coming. All of them, they found themselves between, as Muhammad Shaykh Nazim said to me, between the horns of a bull. We left paradise, came to earth, following our grandfather, Sayyidina Adam. found ourselves on earth, the situation here between the horns of a bull being tossed back and forth. Allah said, I created everything in pairs. Everything Allah created in this creation is in twos. Hot and cold, wet and dry, up and down, summer and winter, male and female, pain and pleasure, long and short, day and night. What else? Bored and entertained, angry and calm, everything sick and well, pain and pleasure, everything in pairs. And they went to Mount Arafat to take their place on the rocks there. Climb the rocks of Mount Arafat because the bull of this world tossing everything back and forth, anchored on the rock. They ran to Arafat to cling to those rocks. Oh, our Lord, grant us something to keep ourselves in the condition we're in. We used to be in the garden. Adam was in, our grandfather and grandmother were in the garden. Wherever that is, perfect condition. And now it's a difficult world. Grant us something to keep ourselves. We're tossed from one side to the other. The floor is going like this and like that. Like that spaceship was going there. Allah sent to earth prophets. And after prophets, Awliya, Autad, to be set firmly on earth, not to shake with us. No matter what happens, they don't shake. Like mountains are not affected by storms. People this way and that way, this way and that way. Every week they're coming with a new panic to make people terrorized, to run this way and that way, this way and that way. And sent Hijr, the rocks, Autad, planted firmly to keep people from shaking. Run to them. If we run to Mount Arafat on this day, oh my Lord, grant me a place to set myself, to call on you for everything that I'm in need. Grant us some ones to be for us Hijr, rocks to stand on, Arafats to stand on, to support ourselves. The time of prophets just passed. There were 24,000 of them, according to tradition. Now is the time of Awliya, mostly hidden, but if we call on them, they should help us. They have ways to help people, to support us, not to shake. Be firm, steadfast. Not only through their words and books and lectures, but through the power they've been given by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. climb on them as they climb on Arafat. So ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala what we need to be accepted. Therefore, us, Arafats, may they take us by the hand, may we be lucky to meet them. He said, when you go out in the morning, say, oh my Lord, let me to meet one of your Awliya, one of your beloved servants today. So give me a support for my faith. Make this day to be like Arafat. The whole Hajj is Arafat, calling on Allah. Make this day to be a meeting like the meeting of Arafat, to reach to one of your holy ones, carry to heavenly stations, to know about myself, who I am, how I was created, what I'm created for, what is the meaning for my life, how you can make sense of it. Go back to the astrology. In old days, they used to believe Earth was flat, and sun and moon and planets, Mercury, Venus, Jupiter, Mars, 7 planets they knew about, and then the stars, and then fixed heavens, and then Kursi, Arsh, and up and up and up, rotated around the Earth. Then they said, no, actually Earth is going around itself and going around the sun, and the sun is going around us. So, Milky Way. Old days, before all street lights, you look up at the Milky Way. I remember seeing it as a boy before it got, you can't see the sky anymore. Over billions and trillions of stars all together. Saw the Milky Way? Once they never saw the Milky Way. You saw the Milky Way. All once we saw the Milky Way before it got covered up with lights from the city. And planets and Earth going around. It's so complicated how everything is going. And life is going on there. What does he mean? Somehow we appear as babies and then whirling around, develop, we get old, we pass away, and everything is still moving. How many generations came and went? Where is this? How anything came here? Allah. Not have you can understand the creation of Allah. May Allah grant us the blessings of this night, holy night, the holiest nights of the year. If you can fast tomorrow for Day of Arafat, Naqshbandi is considered good or more than good. I don't like to use words like wajib, not the religious authority. But, give a fatwa, people can't keep that fatwa. It comes back on the one who gave the fatwa. Why you gave this? You carry the one who gave the fatwa carries the penalty for it. It's not the ones he gave the fatwa to. I think it's the way you give them a dish like that. You're carrying the burden of it. You'll be asked for it, not them. May Allah forgive us. Make us do our best for these holy days. Conditions is difficult now. community is not anymore without a sultan sitting on his throne. Most of Islamic duties are meaningless. They depend on the establishment of the sultan. Jummah is by the sultan. Hajj is by the sultan. Ramadan by the sultan. Jihad by the sultan. Everything by the sultan. There's no sultan. Atam fuluna ila bi sultan. You won't get anywhere without a sultan. Yeah. But this is the situation now. We have to do the best we can. May Allah help us, make us to be with His beloved servants. Take their help for everything, make our way easy. Bihurmat Habib, Bihurmat Al-Fatih. Coffee too. Sleeping.